Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
Trey,
This is your weekly dose of BS.
I'm a little stressed.
Why? Me too.
Why are you stressed?
Both of us cannot be stressed before we do this because I'm telling you, because I have carpool right before this, and
Holy cow, your earrings are huge. Are those real?
no,
Oh.
Melinda Maria.
Wow.
She's my
Those are sort of stunners.
Yeah, this is not a paid post, but she's like my favorite costume jewelry designer, and I do get like 15% off of all my stuff with her.
Those are pretty.
Yeah, so if you want to use my friends and family code, it's Stephanie Ho.
How much are
She was like, Stephanie Ho, you spend a lot of money. You
Stephanie, you hoe.
I was literally buying so much stuff of hers, and the company messaged me and they were like, so
Is it affordable?
yeah, it's affordable. I think these are like $50.
What?
But with my
Wow. Those are
Stephanie Ho code, it's
Huh?
much cheaper.
I'm gonna use code Stephanie Ho.
STEPHANIEHO.
Ho. Okay, sorry. Why are you stressed out?
No, so I'm on my way here, right? And Travis and I kind of like will split up. Like he'll take one kid, I'll take the other. He always takes Cruz because Cruz has to be at school by 7:30, and there's no traffic at 7:30. It's a wonderful place to be, right? So that's the good news. I mean, the bad news is you have to wake up early. The good news is it's a really nice ride, right? So I always end up taking Chance. Also, my kids have to be at school like an hour different, so it's almost too much time to drop one off, come home, and then take the other one. It's impossible, so we kind of split up. Unless he's out of town, and then Chance just gets to school real early. So today I had Chance, which is fine.
I also want to point out that they moved to be closer to the kids' school, and they are no closer to their kids' school.
No. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. So I am like, get in my car with with Chance to take him to school, right? And it's like work traffic is horrible. Um, and I get a call from Travis, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Cruz forgot." No, Travis called me before I left. He said, "Cruz forgot his backpack. It's in your car. Can you bring it?" So I was like, "Okay, perfect." So something the Lord told me at the end of at the end of my neighborhood to have Chance look in the back, make sure Cruz's backpack was there. So I was like, "Chance, can you just look and see if your brother's backpack's there?" Well, it wasn't. So then I turn around, so now I have after this like to drive a backpack to Cruz's school. I'm like, but this is not my this should be Travis's problem because he was in charge of Cruz.
But how does Cruz forget his backpack?
I don't know. It's like, it's so ridiculous.
Didn't you have a situation once where you took a kid to school and they just forgot shoes?
That many times when they were younger. Yeah.
How do you just forget shoes?
I will say kindergarten, first grade was real tough for me because they would forget their shoes. And then we lived so far away because at that point we lived in Irving. For those listening who are not Texans, like it's probably like a 20 minutes. Yeah.
But with traffic, it's like 35.
Yeah, it can be a minute. But there was a Target right by their like old school. So if they forgot shoes, I would literally be like, okay, let's go to Target. So
Was that a regular problem?
finally, I just started keeping an extra pair of shoes and clothes in the trunk of my car because also they would spill stuff on themselves. Like it was just kids are a lot. Kids are a lot. But I felt like I was out of that kids are a lot phase until this morning, and I was like, "Oh God, okay, let me try." So anyway, I'm here. I have a backpack in my car, and after this, I'm gonna get it. At some point today, I'm gonna get this to Cruz.
Oh man.
What was your day?
Well, I'd been stressed. I had a similar situation where I was like, is this what parenthood's gonna be like? I took my dog to the vet last week. She has to get a shot and she hates going to the vet. Like it's to the point where like I know what she's doing is she knows what she's doing, and that's on purpose. She will always poop in the lobby of the vet. And she had to get a shot, and I was like, I'm prepared this time. And so, like, we were waiting outside. I told them we were there. I was like, we're waiting outside because she's going to pee everywhere because she hates y'all. So she goes in, she gets her shot. We're with that incident. They hand the leash back to me. She's looking at me. Diarrhea just shoots it out of her butt in the lobby and then drags her butt around in a circle like it's a paintbrush. And I'm switching vets.
Oh, yeah, there is.
And I'm like, what do I even do?
You know. Okay, here's the deal. What vet do you go to?
The same one that you go to.
Okay, so my dogs pee in that vet all the time. They've never like painted their diarrheas on the floor, but I feel like that vet is used to it because as soon as they were done, I was like, "Uh-oh, my dog peed on the floor when they came in."
Oh, yeah.
And my dog had peed, like, for 2 minutes before they came in. I just kinda sat there and looked at it, and I was like, "Well, not my house, not my problem."
No, it's to the point where I'm almost mad at the vet. I'm like, "Why don't we have something like
Do you I think the
why aren't we
dogs
outdoors?"
I think the dogs can, like, smell other dogs' stuff.
Yes.
It's almost like they're marking their territory. My dog does it every time at this vet that we go to, but it's always, like, in that little room. Soon as they get in there, they will do it. But the vet, I think, is kinda used to it because they will
Oh, I'm
come
sure.
in with, like, a squeegee mop and, like, clean it
Oh,
out.
they're quick.
Yeah.
But my dog is it's not like, "Oh, some other dogs here, let me just mark my" no, this was like, "Hey, I'm gonna shit because you just gave me a shot." Like, it's on purpose. That's not why I'm actually stressed, though. Why I'm actually stressed is because I went to the passport office on Thursday last week, right? I made a fraudulent appointment because I said that my trip was earlier than it was, and it's whatever. But I had to get in. So I went in, and by the time I like had my actual appointment, we were within 14 days, but I made the appointment before. Anyways, went there, gave them my passport, went without issue. Great. They told me I'd have my passport by Saturday. So I get a little tracking number and it's still in processing and I should have it by now. And I don't have it by now. And that stresses me out just a little bit because we leave for a cruise on Saturday. Mind you, I have like 5 days,
You do have 5 days.
but I'm
You're gonna
just like
be so fine.
stressed.
But also, don't you have a birth certificate?
Yeah. So I can get on the
I think
cruise.
all you need is a birth certificate. I know this because I forgot my passport and
Yeah.
birth certificate once, and I was able to get on with my not even well, if you I probably shouldn't have. This is probably not the way to do it, people. I did not get on with my actual birth certificate. I got on with the picture of my birth certificate that my daddy sent me.
Yeah, as long as you have one.
And the people let me on, but the people at the exit point were like, "Girl, what is
I'm
this you're
also
showing us?"
I'm the kind of person I don't have to get off the ship.
Eventually, you do.
Well, not like I don't like I'm not an
Oh,
excursion girl,
I'm
you know
not
what I
either.
mean?
I'm not either. I
Yeah.
could stay on the ship the whole time. I'm not like a big excursion person. I could totally stay on. Now, if it's like an excursion, I still don't want to. I mean, I'll go shopping. Like if it's like a really good shopping
Mhm.
destination, I'll get off and go shopping. But I
I don't
really
feel
am
like any of
not.
ours are.
I don't. There's nothing I need to buy. There's nothing. Yeah, I don't feel like where we're going are shopping destinations. You
We're
can
going to the
shop in.
Bahamas.
Yeah.
We're going to somewhere in Mexico,
See how much we know. We know nothing.
and then we're going to the Grand
Yes,
Caymans.
I know we're Grand Cayman because I'm getting off on the Grand Cayman.
Yeah.
But we'll be fine. I mean, if you can't get off, I'll stay on with you.
Well,
You
yeah,
can
I'll
get
find
off.
my way on.
You're
I'll
good.
sneak
You're
on.
good. I think all you have to do you're gonna be fine. Did you call
I'm
them?
just like, "No, I haven't called them yet." I mean, they're not even open yet, but
But
they take your passport. My passport is not expired, by the way, and they just, like, take your passport from you. I'm
yes.
like,
No, my kids had theirs the same week you did. We took them out of school for it, and I was like, "Travis, this is not good because, one child, I don't mind if he misses a school cruise, but Chance, he had surgery. He's missed a lot. He's hanging on by
mhm.
a thread to get caught up."
Well, and y'all did not even need to renew yours.
Theirs were, like, a good year out, and, my cousin works for Travis as his assistant, and she told Travis this is what Travis told the, passport lady. He said, "Yeah, my assistant said that we need to get it done. Make sure we get it done, like, before a year it expires, because if it expires, it's just really, really difficult. It's just such a big act to get yours done." And she said, "No, it isn't. Now, it's a big
It's not
thing if you do it within 5" she said, "With after 5 years of your passport being expired, then it becomes a much bigger issue." She said, "Even if it expires, it's kind of the same thing as
mhm.
before,
Yep.
like, it's the same thing." She said, "After 5 years, it's almost it's a cold case, and they
Mhm.
treat it as such." So
As to
they
why you haven't left the country?
know, like, you have to do I guess they don't have all of your stuff, like, they keep all your stuff close
Oh.
by, so it's easier and faster, but after 5 years, all of your paperwork and everything, it's, like, kinda put into cold case files.
Oh, that's weird.
Super interesting, so, yeah.
I've discovered that that's one of the few, like, happy government offices because, like, everyone there, you're not, like, paying taxes.
Yeah,
You're not it's like you're there getting something to go somewhere probably fun.
but shouldn't the paying taxes office be the happy office because they're getting your money and yeah, like, they
Oh,
should
well,
be the happy ones.
I'm never happy to be there.
Do you go there to pay your taxes?
No, but I had to go there once to whenever I bought a Tesla. I had to go there and pay my property tax. It wasn't fun. Didn't enjoy my time there. And then it pissed me off that they have this like gorgeous marble building. I was like, I feel like we could lower the tax rate a little bit,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna get it. Did you expedite yours? Well,
Yes.
it's
Oh
expedited.
yeah, I paid the ungodly amount for everything to come as quick as possible.
How much is
And
it
it's
to
still not here.
expedite?
It was like 200 and something bucks.
Okay, that's
It
expensive.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
expensive.
know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Still
Well,
don't
I
have it.
think it's
Maybe like
gonna
Monday.
happen. Last time I went on, what's so funny is last time I went on a cruise, this happened to me. I had to fly. Remember, they had nothing, and I couldn't even get like a last minute appointment in Dallas.
Oh yes, you and
Nothing at all, like the last minute appointments. I had to fly to El Paso.
yeah.
And that is really stressful because if you don't have something or if you did your paperwork wrong, you're in El Paso. There's nothing you can do about it. And I flew there and but I had to wait a few hours, but they gave me my passport same day. Like they did everything there and then handed it to me.
Okay, I asked about that, and they were like, "We only do that if it's a medical emergency or you're traveling within 48 hours."
I was traveling within 48 hours. Like mine was like right around. I think I left the next day. It was do or die moment for me. But
Well,
I think it was a cruise. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it was. And whenever I did the cruise, my passport was like right around whenever it was like 6 months expired. But whenever I was on the cruise, it was a little less, and you can't do it, which is
that's what my issue is. I don't understand. I'm like, "Are they gonna keep me?"
no.
Like,
I mean,
what's the fear?
no.
That I'm gonna stay somewhere? I don't know.
I think you're gonna get it back in time. I would just keep looking and it I'm sure you'll get it back. I'm sure you will. But yeah, I don't but they yeah, with my kids, they kept their passports that are, by the way, a year from being expired. And by the way, I don't know why we did this either. We're not going anywhere out of the country with our children that we know about. There was no need to get this done when we did. Like,
Well, I've been needing to do mine, but because I still haven't changed my name. Neither Zachary have because when you do the name change process, you also have to turn over your passport. And there really has not been a 3-month period since we got married that either him or I can go without our passport. Because he had a work conference in Mexico, so he was going quite often for a while. And then I just do my random bullshit. So there was never like
you're
a
like
moment.
last minute person, so you really need
Really? But like
always
I
go
plan at least a
last
month out.
That's a last minute person,
Oh no.
right? That is a very, like, a last minute, like, yes, you will need your thing very
Yeah.
last minute.
Well, so we haven't had a chance to, like, turn over our passports, and so, like, this would've been a good time, but I don't have my name change stuff done, so
Well,
I was
don't
like, "I'm gonna have to
change
do
your
this
name.
I'm gonna have to do it again."
Yeah, just change it in your heart, not on paper.
It's changed on Facebook, and that's all that
Yeah, that's
matters.
all that matters.
Yeah, I know, I was thinking
Oh,
about that the other day because there's a lot of stuff that I would have to change, and I guess I just need to do it,
yeah, just pick
but
a year where you just are
it's
gonna
a lot of
like,
work.
you know what you should do?
There's not a year.
Do it when you have a child.
Yeah,
Then you can all do it
that's a good
together.
point. Because 'cause I'll probably sit still for about 3 months.
Just because 'cause you'll be like, "Oh, I can't go anywhere." Do it then. Like, whenever you have a kid, that's your time. That's your time to shine with all your name changes. Speaking of Facebook, I have a praise report.
Ooh.
Uh
Oh, I do know this!
Yes, okay, so oh my gosh, that little person, I wonder if he listens to our podcast. I know it's a he because I did FaceTime him. If you do,
Recently?
hey yeah, I know. You well, no, that's like,
Oh,
that's like
when they got your thing.
whenever they got my thing, they, like, pretended like it was this, like, podcast and da 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 da, and then, it was a disaster, and that's why and I don't do that stuff anyways, which now I never will. Now I'm like, "Nope, never
I
again."
feel like they do listen, or they at least know something, because 'cause they're very, like, in line with what's going on in your life.
Yeah, hello, thank you for the
Hey, asshole.
viewership. Appreciate you. So, I we had, like, 2 people who were working on this who kind of, like, worked adjacent with Meta,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, but big companies, right? That, my manager was kind of working through, and then Travis and I have a friend whose son works for Facebook, and whenever Travis gets involved, he's like, "This is getting done, I can't stand it." But Travis, very, smart. I mean, honestly, he was like, these people are saying we have all this, you have all this money in crypto. Somebody's going to like think this is true and, they could do something bad and, um, you know,
Well, because this
want this
person was
money
posting on her Facebook page, like, an AI photo of her holding up her phone
with like
saying, like
$6 million in
yeah.
crypto. Yes.
So, it's reasonable to assume that, like, that's kind of putting
So
a target on your back.
yeah, so Travis is like, this is very unsafe for our children, etcetera. We've got to get this taken down. Like, this is like more of a security issue than anything else. He was like, people who know
Because it's
you
not
and
true.
yes,
Like, we're manifesting it real hard.
but it's not true. And Travis is like, people kidnap, they do all kinds of bad things for money. And he was like, and this, somebody is putting a big target on our back and somebody's going to do something for this 5 million that you don't even have,
Mhm.
who have no idea who you are, but just see you out here fakely flaunting this crypto money.
Mhm.
So finally, after 4 months, I'm telling you, y'all, I mean, I have a verified account and I could not get it
Yeah.
back. It took 4 months. 4 months. I don't have it back, but I told the guy, I was like, listen, I don't even need it back. I don't even really use Facebook, but I just want that person to not have it. I don't want him to like do nefarious things with my, like use it
Or
for like
scam
evil.
people
Yeah,
who
like
thought
I
yeah.
hate scammers. So, they did get him out of it. I don't think he's back in. I have my mom and dad and people like
He blocked
keep
me.
telling. Really?
Yes, because I went on there and I commented something. I think it was on your $5 million thing, and I was like, "You wish, girl." And then he blocked me.
He blocked me,
I
Travis,
was so
you.
upset.
My mom and dad, he did not block, and I was shocked because they would get on and be like, "This is our daughter. This is," not true. Because I asked them, I was like, "Will you please just put on there for anybody who doesn't know, like, this is a
Mhm.
fake person. This is not my daughter." Anyway, but thank God. I mean, when I tell you that thing kept me up at night,
Well,
like,
we made it a full-time job for him with our comments.
yes, I mean, there were things, yes, yes. Well, I mean, I just don't like it felt very, crazy. Did, Lisa Hodgkin get hers back too?
I
You
don't
said
think so.
she had I'm telling you, it is really hard to get it back because there's nobody at Meta to contact.
Well,
Like,
so you
0
used to
you can do, like, little
yeah.
paperwork, but I mean,
Before you could purchase, like, the verification thing, there used to be someone that was, like, assigned to you if you were verified on Facebook or Instagram. I think it was whenever Facebook bought Instagram or vice versa that that went away, but there used to be a point of contact that you had because I remember they would reach out and just be like, "How's everything going?" I'm like, "Good."
yeah,
I don't know.
I would
Do
be
you
like,
need
"Not
something?"
good today."
"Not good today." And yeah, none of that.
But
So
yeah, it's crazy, but I bet you there are so many people this happens to. So, so, so crazy. But yes, I got it back. For those of you asking, praise God. I mean, I was uncomfortable posting on other platforms because every time I'd post, they would take that and like put a phone in my hand with crypto. Like it was horrible. Or be like,
that's
Travis
funny.
and I are at the crypto summit or whatever the stupid thing is they would do. They would like cut us and put us in front of a, crypto banner or
Mhm.
something. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a nightmare.
Oh my.
Yes.
Well, I'm so excited for our cruise.
Hmm.
I can't wait to see what
What are you most excited for?
my tan.
What are you least excited for?
Mm, well, it's not what I'm least excited for, it's more the fear of you being gassy because I know we're gonna have a not large room
Uh-huh.
and
We are gonna be, yeah, sleeping probably in the same bed. I'm
yeah.
thinking, they put like 2 beds together. It's like a
Mhm.
2 in 1
Yeah,
bed.
even if it's 2 beds, it's still 1 bed.
Y'all are definitely gonna wanna watch our stories because I'm gonna make
Mhm.
Trey's life so special. He's gonna go on all these, with me. No, okay, I am excited. I've shared a room with you before, so I know what
Mm.
to expect with that. Like, it's
Same.
gonna be probably tighter quarters. I don't know because I feel like even in New York, which can be small, we always ended up
Mhm.
getting a bigger, like, staying at maybe not the more popular hotel, but the bigger size
Always down
rooms
for a good
hotel.
sized
Yeah,
room.
like, we
Every time I travel with a girl, it makes me more gay because I just don't deal with, like I don't live with, like, girl problems, like, whenever you travel with a girl and you're just, like, sitting on the toilet minding your business, and then a random just, like, really long hair flies by, or, like, I'll find them in my I'm like, "Where did this even come from?" It's very and there's makeup
everywhere.
there.
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
yeah, very different.
I'm gonna buy a few things. I have some stuff in my cart that I'm gonna buy, just like simple dresses. And then, you know what I had to buy this weekend though, because I was like, oh crap, this is something I have to have. Is I was out of so much makeup,
Oh.
like to the end where I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I can go out of town for a week and not replenish. So I have like a ton of makeup coming in. I've done celebrity before. Celebrity is if you've not done a cruise and you're looking to do a cruise, I think it's one of the nicest cruise ships. ships matter, so make sure that you, like, are doing one of their, like,
Mhm.
newer ships I've been on, and they're just beautiful, and, the drinks are great, food is outstanding. The food is so,
Mhm.
so, so good. So we have, like, different restaurants I'm excited to show you. They had, like, a silent disco the last few times I've been there. I've never gone to it, but I feel like I would go it to it with you because you
Those
would
are the
be
funniest thing to me, especially if you're not participating in the silent disco. You just, like, see people with headphones on just, like, jamming out, and you're like,
yeah,
"That's weird."
it'll be so good.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
I've never done Celebrity, but I've done Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean is always fantastic, so I'm excited to
There's
see
isn't Celebrity and Royal Caribbean, like,
Celebrity's kind of like
they own each other.
the top.
Yes, but
Yes, it's a
Celebrity is, like,
nicer
the top tier.
version.
So if
Right,
you liked Royal Caribbean, you'll love
yeah.
Celebrity.
What I've never done and what I will never do is Carnival,
No.
and people are like, "Carnival's great if you're just looking to drink and have a trashy time," and I'm like, "I'm never looking to do either one of those things, like, ever."
If you're
Like,
willing to drink,
man.
a trashy time.
Yeah, I'm like, "What huh?" And so that's what everyone says. They're like, "Oh, if you're looking to just, like," and I'm like, "I'm never looking to do that."
Ooh, okay, so I was on TikTok, and this was months ago, and, I saw, like, this person, they book, like, the worst things, and they were like, "I
What?
booked the worst rated cruise ship, like, ever," right? Like, that
No.
they could find, and it was a cheeseburger in paradise guy, what is it?
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yes.
Oh, Margaritaville
It's a
cruise?
Margaritaville cruise. And he recorded the whole thing, and I mean, it was like a 30-minute. I didn't even know you could do such long things on TikTok, it was so long. I watched, like, half of it, and I was like, "Okay, I've seen enough." It was so stressful. I mean, it was only 24 hours. He was one of very few people there. I don't know how they made their money. He was one of very few people there. When I say it was the nastiest ship I had ever seen, it was probably, I don't know if Margaritaville has, like, nicer or older. It was probably the oldest, nastiest ship they had
Mhm.
ever, but, like, the food, like, he walked you around, like, the food area, like, the buffet, and the rooms were horrific, like, it was I would not sleep there, I would be like, "Get me" there's no way, that would be, like, 24 hours of torture.
Mm-mm.
But, yeah, he booked it. I guess he goes around and, like, books, like, the worst things. I mean, it's entertaining if you're people, watching it, but I was like, "Oh my gosh." So this is such a nice cruise, you're gonna love it, it's beautiful, the restaurants are great, I'm so excited because 'cause I've done Celebrity a lot, like, I think this is probably, like, my 5th or 6th time, and it's just 10 out of 10 good.
Mhm. You've
It's
never taken the boys, though, have you?
I have not. I love Celebrity. I feel like now they're old enough. Like, it's not I would say Celebrity to me is more of like a
An adult?
teenager, like, slash adults place because it's not, I would say Royal Caribbean, and even the people at Celebrity said Royal Caribbean's
Mhm.
probably more of like your kids
'Cause they have
thing.
some insane slides.
Yeah, like, they have water slides. I think some of the Royal Caribbeans even have, like a little car thing, you know what I'm saying? Like a little I think it's more family oriented where, um, Celebrity is more like a higher end adult, so I have not I'm sure they would love it. I should take them. I can take them on Celebrity. I should take my kids on Celebrity. But whenever I started working with them, I just felt like cruise ships are either great or horrible with kids, I think, because you're kind of on a ship. You can't really get away, but
Mhm.
Celebrity, I mean, it's a huge ship. Yeah, it's huge.
I'm a big fan of a cruise because there's so much to do. You could not leave the ship and
Yeah,
you are
and you're
well,
fine.
there is so much to do. Which it's like I can go nap or I can go bowling.
Yeah.
Like I like having those options.
No, it's super fun. We're gonna have so much fun. I cannot wait to show you around. It's gonna be so, so much fun. Hopefully you get your passport. Hopefully I get my makeup. Both very, very
Both
important.
equally as important
Both
as the other.
equally as dire. But yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're
Yep.
gonna have fun.
Can't wait.
So I have to do 2 more, which you have to go with me on. I think
This
one
year?
of them, yeah, this year, like,
Mhm.
they offered me to do 3 things. One of them is in November. It's like, I think maybe a new ship or something. It's like a 2-day thing. But I think the mid one, we can choose wherever we wanna go. I think we choose the ship and so if you've gone
Mm.
on, like, a celebrity cruise and there's one that really sticks out to you, let us know.
We're
Um
looking international.
yeah, like, I feel like we definitely are wanting something, like, really fabulous
Mhm.
international-wise.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe we do, like, one of the celebrity river cruises.
Huh?
Yeah, like
What does
that.
that mean?
I don't know, but people said they're great.
A river
Like, they're
cruise.
just small they're, like, in smaller ships that are so
Oh.
like, less people, but they're, like, harder they're really cool places that you can't take a big ship, like, the Galapagos is one of them, but I've been there,
Oh,
so we don't wanna
okay.
go there. We wanna go somewhere else that neither of us has been. But, like, the
Hmm.
Galapagos is a river. I think there is a few other places that are more like the quote, unquote, like, I think they call them, like, the river
Interesting.
ships or something, but anyway.
So I'm already planning my 30th birthday
Ooh,
because I just want to get that on everyone's calendars, and I
yes.
was wanting to do Thailand until
And
God
what
said no. Well, they had a huge earthquake this past week.
Oh.
You're just at the
I
TikToks?
did. I saw the one with the, like, water flowing. Yes, yes, yes,
So many
yes, yes.
pools, like, there were oh, yeah, and there was a crane. There were buildings that collapsed. I was like, "So maybe we're not gonna go to Thailand now."
Where do you wanna go? Ooh, you
Oh,
know where you should
Thailand.
go?
Where?
It's my bucket list.
Where?
Maldives.
How far is that? Here was my
It's
problem with
very far
Thailand.
away.
My problem with Thailand was it was like a 34-hour flight.
No, what I know I've been with the show. It's a long
Oh, yeah?
dang flight, yes.
Was it worth it?
No, we didn't do
Oh,
anything. We just, like we didn't do anything. Like, when I say you're there for 3 days and then you go
you
home.
were there for 3
Well,
days?
I stayed because, Travis's dad has that's where they build their locks. So
Yep.
I stayed. His dad was really, really sick, um, when they were there for work and then just got, like, severely, severely sick, like, we thought he was gonna die.
Oh, I didn't realize it was only a 3-day trip.
Yes, we were but everyone else flew back for 3 all those trips are 3 days. All those trips are 3 days.
Yeah, but you travel for 4.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you stay and what you do. I'll tell you where to stay and not stay. It just depends. I mean, are you wanting to stay in like, what are you wanting to do
No, there
exactly?
was a little island, I don't remember what it was called now because 'cause I've, like, crossed it off the list because of the earthquake. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's still great to go to, but it's a long flight, and I feel like that's a long flight to ask people to go on, and you're one of those people that I'd be asking to go on.
Yeah, I would go, but I would really go to the Maldives.
I've got some others. Zach found this house on TikTok. It's the largest house in Tulum,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Ooh, that's closer."
You know what's super fun? Is, like, South Africa if you just want, like, a big daddy trip. It's so fun. Everything in South Africa is so cheap too. Like, you get there, it's expensive to get there, but whenever you get there, like,
That's what I'm going for.
the nicest steakhouse I mean, Travis and I were, shocked. The nicest steakhouse, um, and it was amazing food, was, like I think it was, like, $12 for, like, a meal. It was so
That's kinda why,
the
like,
drinks were, like,
Thailand.
3 it was
Yeah.
d but the food is in South Africa.
Mhm.
I'm very weird with food because I literally eat like a child, like, I'm not adventurous whatsoever. Thailand was a little too adventurous for me, if I'm being honest, it's a lot of fish, and I was like, "Ugh." Every time I ate, didn't, and then I go to the hotel and eat spaghetti at night. But South Africa, the food was delicious. I mean, it just reminds me of home, like, here, and
Mhm.
it's super reasonable and, beautiful, and, you can do, like, oh my gosh, you can stay at, like, these really cool, like, high-end, oh my gosh, safaris, do these really cool
Mhm.
safari I don't know, it's just amazing.
Well, that's an option.
Yeah, but also Tulum's much easier. Like, you went from Tulum
It's easier.
to you went
I went from
from
Thailand to Tulum.
yes, that's, like, not even in the same ballpark.
Now I'm like, one's an hour and a half flight, one's
Yes.
34 hours.
Yes.
We'll see where I land.
Yeah. So, on that note, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on TikTok, Instagram. You can follow my Facebook, but I'm no longer able to get on. So, good luck.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast, and you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.
Yay Media Group.